the arena, mash up the arena. I come with a 2x sword and forced to mash.
Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome back to Unique Sessions. My name is Unique Creation. What's cracking on the other side of that lens? Yo, I got a very important, interesting title today, man. A very interesting one, and it's You Can't Tell Me Nothing. You can't tell me nothing. I don't want to hear it. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care if you're right. You can't tell me nothing. And there's times where that is actually important to do. That mentality is important sometimes. You got to keep that mentality. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations, not all the time. But that term, predominantly, most of the time, is a recipe for a very, very bad failure. It's a recipe, and I explain why. Normally when people say you can't tell me nothing, it's either they've gone through something and they know that they're right and they shouldn't allow anyone to come in and ruin their peace. That's absolutely fine. But then there's people, for example, Kanye West, he made that track, what is it? You can't tell me nothing. I'll be truthful. I was gassed about that phrase for a while, man. Especially the Young Jeezy remix. But hey, look, that's not what I'm here to talk about. Back then, when it was the track, it's so easy to get gassed on that phrase. You can't tell me nothing, fam. I don't care what you have to say, whether you're right or not. And that's a problem. If you won't let people tell you stuff, then you become someone that can't be helped. And that bit is important. Listen, can't be helped. Can't be helped. Helped. That means you need help. If you can't be helped, it's a problem. And some people can't be helped because they don't want to be helped. They can't be helped because they don't want to be helped. And the truth is, if you need help, then it's important to take help from the right places. While some people are just, you can't tell me nothing, I don't care. And it's normally, people are normally telling you stuff. Someone could be giving you advice. Someone could be trying to help you with something, but you don't want to take it. And me, I don't know if whether this is a good or bad mentality, but me, I'm the kind of person that lets someone hit the wall. I'll let you splat the wall. I'll let you hit rock bottom. I will watch you with cross legs and popcorn. I will watch you. If I've tried to help somebody and they don't want to listen, if there's anything I've learned is this. When someone hits something hard enough, it doesn't matter how prideful you are. Most people will start thinking, maybe I should listen, and then they'll go back. So when I try and tell someone something and then they don't listen, I sit down and I know they're going to hit the wall and I wait till they smack it. I don't say I told you so unless they really deserve it, but I just sit down and watch them. And then when they start talking, I normally say something like this. So what are you going to do? That what are you going to do question is to see whether they're ready to listen. What are you going to do? Oh, okay, so what next? That's the usual phrase I throw to people. Once you've hit the wall and you're not ready to listen, then I'll let you hit the wall again. Keep going. I won't help you. I'm not that kind of person. I wasn't raised that way. This is the way I was raised. I will give you sound advice. If you don't want to listen, I'll let you smack the wall. Then I'll ask what next? Or what are you going to do? And the truth is, I am advising people. If you know there are people that saying that you can't tell me nothing phrase, let them hit the wall. When they've already decided, let them hit the wall. Unless, it's a decision that will kill them or something. Then I understand you have to go the extra mile. I'm not talking about them ones. I'm talking about decisions that will get them and they don't want to listen. Let them hit the wall. People have to learn from their own mistakes sometimes. And the reason I'm saying is because I've gone the extra mile to help certain people and they didn't listen. I really wanted to help certain people. They didn't listen. And it was starting to be detrimental to me sometimes. And it's true. There's nothing wrong with being self-sacrificial for someone you love. There's nothing wrong with it. But you have to do it with wisdom. There's some people that hella high water, I think that's the right phrase, I'm not sure, will not be helped. So you have to let them splat and hit the wall. But make sure you're there to ask them, what next? Because that may be a good opportunity. Because that when they hit the wall, they might be willing to listen. If they're not, then they're not. There's nothing you can do. At least you tried. That's what's important. But the reason why I'm talking about this is if you're one of those you can't tell me nothing people, if it's because you know that what you're doing is right, and I'm talking about genuinely know, it's been tried and tested, you've done it and you've gotten there and it's worked for you, then yeah, people shouldn't tell you nothing if it's working for you. But if it's something that you're really out your depth about or you're being stubborn about, maybe you're too embarrassed to ask for help. Maybe you're too stubborn. Maybe you just grew up in a culture that men don't ask for help. I'm a guy, so I can say this. With ladies, I don't know, so I don't say it. But one thing I know is even with ladies, stubbornness is stubbornness. You be stubborn for the right reasons. Don't be stubborn just so you can't tell me nothing because you don't like being told about yourself or you don't like being corrected. Come on, man. Come on, look, life is short, and in this life, you gotta live your best life. Yeah, I said it. I'm not one for, trend phrases, but sometimes you gotta live your best life. And sometimes that includes listening when people tell you something, especially if they know more than you. You don't have to do everything, but it's important to pay attention. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen first. If it sounds right, if you've analyzed it, and if you know if it works for you, cool. But don't kick it out either if it's going to be tough. If it's going to be tough, look, if it's for your own best interest, in fact, we don't grow unless we go for tough situations. The body will grow regardless, whether you feed it or not. The soul will grow regardless because it's taking in stuff all the time. The spirit doesn't always grow. You have to feed it. It doesn't always grow correctly. And that's the way I see it. So with me, the advice I'll give you is when people are saying you can't tell me nothing, don't get frazzled. Don't get upset about it unless they're trying to kill themselves. Then you gotta do a lot more. You gotta do the most. But when it comes to people who are just being stubborn, not willing to listen to advice, and will just want to block things away, let them hit the wall, man. Let them hit the wall as many times as they want. Eventually, it's either they learn to be helped or they'll keep smacking the wall. And if it's if you're one of them people that just don't want to take advice because you just want to do your own thing, don't do that to yourself, man. Don't do that to yourself. Learn to listen to people. You don't have to do everything people tell you, but learn to listen, see if the advice works for you, and if it's realistic, go for it. Even if it's difficult, go for it. It's for your own good. I'm Unique Creation. Y'all bless. See you guys at the next session.
I come with a 2X sword and force to mash up the arena. Mash up the